Hi, my name's Eric. I'd like to tell you about an experience I had with a product made by BlueForceGear and their customer support. So I put a Vickers Sling made by BlueForceGear in the washing machine with some clothes, and it came out sticky. My clothes were sticky, the sling was sticky. I tried a few things to wash this off. I couldn't get it out. Thought I might have ruined some good clothes, so I tried to scrub this stuff out by hand in the tub. The sticky stuff transferred to my hands. I emailed and called BlueForceGear. I spoke with a girl named Jessica. She said she would contact the product team and get back to me. I think if around day 3, I started to have the stuff still was not washing out of my skin. I started to develop a itchy burning feeling in my skin, and I emailed her asking, what is this stuff? What are the chemicals that are in these slings so that I can get medical treatment for this? I didn't hear any reply from her. I emailed her, I think, a few more times and still did not hear any reply. She went dark. So after not getting a response, I called a few days later and got a hold of Jessica again. She said she was going to talk to Justin on the management team and he would call me back. This is part of that audio clip. The clips you're going to hear have been edited for brevity because otherwise the video would be just too long. I will make the entire unedited clips available. You CC'd someone named Justin. Is he on these emails? Is he in the production development team?
He's within the management. Yeah. Let me see. I do see that Justin is available. If you don't mind holding for just a moment, I can go speak with him real quick while I have you on the phone.
She came back after a hold and said she was going to talk to Justin and he would call me back. This is the call. This is, again, part of the call I got from Justin. Hello, this is Eric.
Hey, Eric, how are you? Justin Moore at BlueForceGear.
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
Good. Yep, Jessica brought me in, so I wanted to touch base with you and see if I can help.
So
I saw the email thread. Wanted to touch base with you and see what was going on.
Okay, so I'll try. I explained the situation to Justin, explained what happened.
Yeah, well, I'm new to the company, so I don't know all the details of what's in the stuff. What I recommend is why don't you send in those links so we can take a look at it and evaluate it. I know I talked to the product development team, and they say they wash the stuff all the time, and there's never an issue with like stickiness or anything like that. So, I mean, did you buy the slings from us?
So I remember I explained to him. I showed the receipts to Jessica, and I'm sure he saw them. Well, he did actually. He said he saw them.
So can you send those slings in so we can take a look at it?
I can send you. I can cut off a little part of it. I think I might save part of it for myself in case. Because you guys still aren't answering the question. I've asked multiple times, and you guys are refusing to answer the question as what is in these things. So I might have to, if I need to send part of it to a lab for analysis or whatever, I'll have to do that.
Well, I'm an attorney, and
my first question: what kind of company, when you call customer service asking for help due to an issue caused by their product, has their attorney call you back?
The stuff you're saying kind of isn't adding up. And most of the stuff that we do is trade secret. So why would we provide trade secret information?
Well, we're looking at what is it that's not adding up? That's an interesting thing that I call asking for help with what looks like it may be a medical issue. And you guys are stonewalling me, and then you're trying to turn it around on me and say it's not adding up. What's not adding up?
Have you gone to the emergency room?
No, I haven't gone to the emergency room.
If I had sticky things on my hand, that's the first place I would go.
Generally, emergency rooms are for people who have gunshot wounds and get in car accidents or whatever, or get in car accidents. Plus, what are they going to do if you don't know what it is? So I did go to the urgent care. I think it was the day after this phone call, fully knowing it would not do any good. The very first thing they said to me, as you can probably guess, is if we don't know what it is, we can't treat it. I spoke with 2 nurses who both said they could feel the sticky stuff in my skin. They had no idea what to do. They called even the head doctor, the owner of the urgent care. They made a few suggestions, which were unfortunately not helpful, which is not a surprise. I mean, again, if you don't know what it is, how can you treat it?
And then also the transfer of stickiness from your stuff over. I mean, that's why I want to take a look at these slings so I could see, hey, is this stuff authentic? Because I want to help you.
Well, if you're an attorney, it sounds like you want to collect the evidence so that I no longer have the evidence. You notice how he changes the subject when I say that.
Yeah, I called you up to help you. So.
Well, you called me up, and now you're accusing. You're saying it's not adding up, right? So.
No,
can you give me? Are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me what's in these slings? What the chemical additives are? Because first you introduced yourself as a manager. Now you're saying you're an attorney. Which is it?
I said my name, and I said I was with BlueForceGear.
Jessica said you were a manager.
Well, I didn't. I wasn't on that phone call.
Okay, so I remembered that wrong.
I'm calling you up to try to help you.
He keeps saying that.
So if you want to send the stuff in, we can take a look at it.
He really wants that sling. I can send you part of it.
I'm not aware of any.
You notice how he changes the subject again when I offer part of the sling?
Any chemicals or anything that would cause that, and I talked to the team, and they have not had any of these issues you talked about. So that's why I'm concerned that it might be a counterfeit.
And I bought it direct from you guys. I sent that receipt.
If you just send it a portion.
I've purchased multiple of these direct from BlueForceGear, so I don't know which one it was. Like, I don't know which receipt would match up with which.
Why don't we start with, why don't you email me some pictures of the sling? We might be able to take a look at that and get some more information, and I can follow back up with the product development team and say, hey, what do you think might have caused this?
Okay.
First step before you cut your sling apart. This is brand new to everybody. We've been in business 20 years, never had this issue before with something sticky. So.
Yeah, and I'd like to know. I'd still like to know what this is, and it's kind of concerning that I've asked this, at least 3 times, and you guys don't want to answer that. That makes it look even worse.
I don't know any chemicals or anything that would cause that. That's why I'm trying to investigate this.
Well, I mean, I'd like to know, like, what's in there, what's the whole list. I mean, like, your guys' company voicemail says you guys had, or that there's a waterproofing agent or something, antifungal, antimicrobial, and I don't remember all of what else it said. So there's something in there, right? But I'd like to know, can you give me that list is what I'm asking for. So that I can go and, I can try and figure out, what is it? How do I get it out of my skin?
Yeah, I'll research some more and see what information I can find, but I'm not aware of anything that would cause the issue that you're having.
Right, and I guess if we don't know, then we might need to investigate. If we don't know, like, which one in particular it might be good to just investigate all of them and lay it out all on the table rather than keep it in the dark, right? And that way I'm
calling you first step, so if you could provide me some additional information, then I can keep on going forward. But yes, this is my first call to you.
Well, I've called you guys I've called you guys and emailed you guys multiple times. So there was a long period of silence where he did not respond to that. Okay, all right, I'll take pictures, and then I would really appreciate the list of, what chemicals or additives are put into these things, and you guys don't want to give that to me, and I guess.
Well, do you understand the whole idea behind a trade secret?
Yeah, I understand, like, what a trade secret is, but.
Like Coca-Cola, decided to, provide all of its special formulas so everything can be made. Like.
Yeah, but if Coca-Cola's product caused a reaction or a medical issue, I think Coca-Cola might try to help people, not stonewall them.
Can you help me some pictures of, the stickiness on your hands? And, it's just, I still understand why you wouldn't go to a doctor or go to a emergency room if you had the stuff in your hands, like, right away. It's just,
well,
I know that's what I would.
If I went to a doctor, they would want to know, like, what this stuff is. They're not going to be able to really do much without knowing what it is. And I've actually said that in the email. In a follow-up email, I sent pictures of the sling to BlueForceGear. They stopped questioning the authenticity of the sling after that. In the follow-up email thread, or the email thread that happened after this, he said there were no chemicals in the sling, which was different from what he said when we were on the call. On the call, he said he didn't want to tell me what chemicals there were in the sling. So why would he tell me one thing on the call and tell me something different in the email? Also, in that same email thread, he said he tried to get me to send him the sling, even offered to send a shipping label and a replacement sling. Why would he not want part of the sling and only want the entirety of the sling? I did notice within the first 30 days or so of this happening some changes to my body, some changes to my health. I don't know if I want to go into details on that here, but it is very frightening when you have noticeable changes to your body shortly after the introduction of a foreign unknown substance. My doctor does not seem to know what to do with this because, again, how do you treat it if you don't know what it is? So this was in August was when this happened. We're now in January, so that's 5 months. I still have this stuff. I can still feel this stuff in my skin, the sticky stuff. My health problems seem to be getting worse. BlueForceGear, if you see this, I would really like to know what this stuff is that you put in these slings so I can get medical treatment for this. Yeah, maybe this time you can tell the truth too.